is Jen from JensPlannerAddiction, and today I am here to film a planner setup of my black Kikki-k in a medium. This is also the same size as a personal planner, and this is my to-go planner. I take this pretty much everywhere I go. It fits perfectly in my large Michael Kors bag, and I love taking it around with me. It's got very basic schedule. It's got some of my grocery list and just things that I'll probably need if I'm out and about. I do sometimes just brain dump in it. You'll see sections for brain dumping and things like that. So if you can see, mine is quite full. It's very fluffy, and I absolutely love how fluffy it is. The fluffier the better. There's not a whole lot coming out of it. This planner clip right here tends to fall out in my bag, or I just kind of leave it on my counter before I go because it does just fall out sometimes. But I really love it. I love that a Kikki-k or any kind of ring-bound planner can be customized to whatever you need or whatever you want. And I kind of have an addiction to customizing mine, so I change mine quite a bit. And I'm hoping to kind of catch each setup that I do have and film as much as I possibly can for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoy these. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so when you open up my planner here, you can see the first side right here has a ice cream clip, like paper clip, and I believe I picked this up from the Ink Road. It is super cute, and it's just great for the summer. And this is the infamous Kate Spade paper clip that, you know, everybody was going crazy for, so I just leave it there. And these absolutely serve no purpose except to make this little area pretty. And this is an Ollie clip. I have absolutely become obsessed with these Ollie clips ever since I won a set from Living the Wife Life. She had a little giveaway, and I was so lucky to win, so I'm really excited. I love these. And here's another Ollie clip. So I use these Ollie clips for when I am grocery shopping, and I will stick my coupons like on one of these dividers and clip it on there and clip my coupons on there. That way I don't lose them. I go shopping with both of my boys, and sometimes they just get a little crazy, and it's easy to, you know, hand the lady a stack of clipped coupons than trying to like dig through my whole planner looking for them, and that's why I like those there. So in this first pocket here, I've got a picture of me and my boys, which I plan on putting on one of the dividers, and then just some page flags from Target. I cut off, I think either this side or this side. They had some other like post-it notes on it, I believe, or it just had that flap, but I'm not sure. But I cut it off anyways, and I put it in here. And I like having these to pre-plan, and as we go through, I'll show you some certain areas that I do like to pre-plan in. And then right here in this pocket, I have got a little washi sample, and it's just one that I just kind of made and threw in here just in case I ever needed it. And then this is a little sticky pad. It says, "Did you get the memo?" And I like having that there. And this right here is a bag that the Planner Society gave us, some like stickers and washi. I think it was a full kit, and it was in this bag, and I love this bag so much. I thought it was so beautiful. It was just really, this blue was gorgeous. So I cut out the piece that I really did love, and I laminated it, stuck it on black cardstock and then laminated it, and it kind of just sits here as like decoration. I just love the little pop of color that it gives against this black. And then in this pocket here, I have some Erin Condren Do It All dots. I kind of just leave these in here in case I ever wanted to use them. I never really ended up using them in my Erin Condren and they're just in here, and it kind of fits perfectly. So I do love having it right there. In this big flap right here, I've got some coupons. Actually, I'm getting ready to go grocery shopping, so I did cut out some coupons and I put them back here for now. And these are just some stencils that I tried to make, and I'm not really a big fan. I'm just gonna have to purchase them on Etsy or another website. Okay, so right here on this side, I have my shaker dashboard that I made. It's just a gold washi tape that I enclosed inside some, like a clear plastic, and then fused it all around, and I threw some sequins in there to kind of give it a little shake. I don't know if you can kind of see them move around, but there's not a ton of sequins in there because I didn't want it to get too bulky, but I just wanted a little fun in the front of my planner. And then right here I have pictures of my boys, and that's where that washi is. I kind of just put them on there for now. I'm actually getting ready to change this out. If you follow me on Instagram, I just recently posted pictures of a new shaker dashboard that I made with some different colors on it. And it kind of goes with the blues that I do have on here currently, and I'll be putting that in probably sometime this week. So back to these, I have pictures here, pictures of my boys, and this is a little family picture that I put on here. This is just a dashboard paper from Michael's. I laminated it and punched holes in it and put it in here. And this is just a picture from when I went to New Orleans to go wild, and I got to meet, you know, Erin Condren and so many amazing women. It was just an absolute blast, and I can't wait to go again in 2017. It'll be so much fun. So right here I have a little laminated card. This is from Simple Stories I Am line. And I really love this card. It says note to self, and it just has a few little things that, you know, sometimes you have to remind yourself that you are beautiful, you are amazing, you're authentic. And I just thought it was so pretty just to kind of laminate and throw it in here. Like, there's nothing special about this, it's just in there. And then this is another dash. It says nothing can dim the light that shines from within, and it's from Maya Angelou. And this is a Webster Pages like Valium, and it's got like gold foil writing on it, and I really liked it. This is another Simple Story card, like a Project Life card that I just kind of glued. I put in here using glitter washi, and I thought that was really cute. Okay, so this is my very first tab, and it's yearly. I make all of my dividers and all of my labels. I find it easier just to kind of custom what I want them to say. I know there are a few great shops out there that do make these, and I want to get Planner Kates, and I think they're really adorable, and it's kind of exactly what, you know, I would need. I might just have to add a few extra little ones that I kind of get into more details with, but the actual dividers are from me, and so are the labels. So in the yearly section there is a So Much Crafting printable, and I just printed this off of her blog and laminated it and just stuck it in here. There's nothing there. And this is another free printable that she had on her blog. It is just like a year at a glance, and what I did was I put birthdays and anniversaries in here. There's a few that I need to add eventually, and I didn't realize I forgot it until after I laminated it. They are laminated because I feel like I will flip through them quite often, so I didn't want them to tear or anything. And these are So Much Crafting dailies, and I don't use these as often as I wish I used these. My day isn't really scheduled by hourly or, you know, every half an hour, and I bought these only because we do have a few days that are just really crazy, especially if we are traveling for a hockey game or something like that, and we have like back to back to back to back games, and I'd like to kind of keep it on track when we do. But when we don't, I kind of just leave these right here. I put 2 sheets back to front, and I have them in here in case I do need them, so I just leave them in here. Okay, so this next section is my weekly section in my planner, and I am currently using the Kate Spade inserts that I got last year when I bought my Kate Spade planner. So it's got monthly inserts, and it's also followed by weekly inserts, and I tend to keep these very basic. I do not put too much in it. I do like to layer some washi, and this was Autism Awareness Month, and I wanted to add a little sticker here. So most of the time my planners look like this. My personal planner looks like this. It's got mainly pen and just some washi, and like I said earlier, it's just kind of an overview. It's not very detailed. I don't put like my cleaning schedule or much of my filming schedule or planner, you know, things like that. So right now I have April to this current month right now, which is July, and I will be taking out quite a bit of it, probably all the way up until June. I don't like to keep too much in there, but I wanted to keep enough in there, and that's part of my little redo of things. So I'll just show you a few inserts. I don't typically use stickers. I have used a few here and there, thinking maybe I wanted to start trying. So you can see I started adding a little bit more to it, but I really, I don't know, I don't want it to get to be too much, and then I'm, you know, using stickers here and in my Erin Condren, so I'm not really sure. I started stamping, which I do like, and I think I might do more of it just because I like the way it looks with the icons. But this right here is a prime example of what I typically do in my personal planner as far as the inserts are concerned. Just camp and a few, you know, hockey things, and when we're going to when we have a barbecue or, you know, pool-in dinner with friends, and I really like that. So this is July, and it's just very basic, and I'll flip through July for you. So just a few things, not a lot going on. Like I said, it's just kind of an overview, and this is today's, which we're, you know, just going to the movies, and there's a planner meetup at 2, which I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to make. Got a few other things going on, and then I moved this over already because we're getting ready to, you know, start the next week, and I wanted to put a few of these things in here, you know, as I go. And this is a page marker that I made. It comes right out for easy removal, and this is a Simple Stories Project Life type card, and I just put some alphabet stickers on here and just laminated it and stuck it in here. And this is another Oli clip that I like to use to clip off, you know, just extra weeks and things like that. So I have the rest of, up until I think like September, yeah, the end of September in here. And these are what I use my page flags for. I wanted to show that. That's why I keep them in here, so that I can just do this to my planner, and when I finally get like really like a steady surface, and we're not like driving around or anything like that, I can actually put it in with a little bit nicer handwriting. And I just bought these. These are from Peanut Planner Co., and they are downloadable inserts that you can download and print at home, and I thought they were super cute. And I love that it's a vertical layout. my mind works a little bit better in a vertical layout, so I'm going to try these out probably here and there. I might maybe next week or the week after or something try them out, but I'll probably still be using the rest of my Kate Spade insert just because I already have those, and I did print out a little bit just to see if I wanted to. Next is my menu section. I have a grocery list in the front. I just recently went grocery shopping, so that's why this is in here, and a hot mess. It's been checked off and circled and things like that. So this is this week's menu. I like to put our menu down first and then make my grocery list so that I know that I have everything for club sandwiches, everything for chicken parm. I find that it's easier to make my list once my menu is already done. So just to add a little decoration to it, these are from Sweet Stamp Shop. I just find any kind of foodie stamps, and I like to add a little stamp and do a little coloring. I don't do, anything crazy. I kind of just scribble it on there just to add a little pop of color. These are from Kelly Parquet. I bought them off of the Ink Road website. She's got them listed on there, and they're super adorable. But I like to, just do my list, and then I'll add things that, other things that I need that's not part of the menu, maybe for lunch and breakfast. I'll add on there. But I find that this really helps me kind of budget how I shop. I don't go too crazy in the store, just adding a bunch of things, that I might have like 30 packs of pepperoni, at home, and I don't need it, but I'll probably buy it because I think I do. So this really helps me stay on track with what I need. So I actually do need pepperoni because I don't have any, but just an example, pasta sauce, I always seem to buy like 2 or 3 jars at a time, and there are times that I get to skip having to put that on my list when we do have something that needs a pasta sauce. So these are older menus, and I keep these only because I want to see, what did I have like 2 weeks ago. Maybe I'll do a repeat dinner, or I won't make that because we've had it like, 3 times this month already, and that does happen. So I like to have this here as a reminder. And at the end of this is just some extra. So I have my grocery list, some extra menus. These grocery lists are just Kikki-k to-do sheets, and there were so many in the pack when you bought a planner. I just try to reuse them. And this Waller house menu is one that I did make because it's got my last name on it, and I thought it was just a little fun. But all it is just some little rectangular boxes, and Monday through Sunday on it. And then this is a stamped dinner using, it might be from the Sweet Stamp Shop, I'm not sure. I'll double check, and if so, I'll link it down below. So this is just kind of clipped together, and some more. And then I was playing with these. These are from Peanut Planner Co. Again, another printout, maybe just playing out with some menu ideas. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue, using these or these, but I do like the space in these, and I just like the way this looks. It's really cute. I would probably need a bigger grocery list because I do a big full week every week when I do. I'm not sure just yet, but those are in there. So this is my cleaning section. My cleaning section is something that I'm currently kind of just working on. I am trying to adjust to a zone cleaning where you clean one area once a week, and you will eventually touch base in your whole entire house. And I just find like I was cleaning everything like all in a week. I was trying to rush to clean everything, and I didn't think I was doing such a good job sometimes, or that it was just becoming a little overwhelming. So I'm gonna try this zone cleaning. So I took this So Much Crafting insert and put what I wanted to do daily. There are a few things that I'm not gonna do daily, like vacuum. I'm gonna do every other day, and when I'm not vacuuming the upstairs, I'll vacuum the downstairs, and vice versa. And then dishes I want to do every day. The trash, just kind of as I go. pick up the floors every day. Once school starts, I'm going to check my son's backpack every day. That's going to be something that's a must. And so down here I put what zone I'm in. So this is zone 1. And I want to make sure that I get the sheets, the towels, you know, clean out our vehicles and menu plan. And then I have room for additional things if I wanted to add stuff. Okay, so this is a week 2, or zone 2, and these are things I want to try to get done. And then zone 2's cleaning schedule is on the back here, and zone 3, and their zone 3 schedule. So eventually I want to laminate these so that I can just take a dry erase and just kind of check it off and just keep these like as a running, you know, list. And like currently I am in zone 4 and I've done everything I needed to, which, you know, really helps. I really like being able to do this, and I think this will be something I can stick to a lot better. Now these zones aren't exactly the correct zones for, I believe it's Clean Mama that, you know, started this zone cleaning system, and so I don't think her zone 4 is just all bathrooms, but I've got 3 bathrooms and they are fairly big bathrooms, and I want to make sure I deep clean them like crazy. I mean, I do touch base on them like pretty much every day or every other day, but zone 4, week 4 is going to be my crazy, you know, scrub it and clean it, get every piece of grout, everything like that. So that's going to be something there. And then zone 5. So this section right here is my finance section, and my finance section is typically clipped off with an ollie clip, and sometimes my son gets a hold of it. But anyways, this is a free printable through So Much Crafting, and I've been looking for something like this for so long, and I'm really glad she came out with something like this. It's got a list of all your bills. We pretty much have the same bills, and they are pretty much due at the same time, and it'll just be nice to, you know, make sure, double check. I guess this would be an additional sheet to these, which I just made. And these ones over here are ones that have, you know, information on them. I'm just going to cover. But we get paid twice a month, and I pay my bills twice a month. So things that are due are a lot of times paid early because they're, you know, I'll pay them like on the 15th. I'll just yank all the bills and be done with them. And that way I don't have to worry about different due dates. I just know that every 1st, every 15th, I pay these bills and I pay these bills, and you know, I put the bill, the amount, and then I put like a confirmation number sometimes. Sometimes, you know, the internet's a little quirky, and I like to have a confirmation. It makes me feel a little bit better, and that goes all the way until December. So my next section here is shopping, and this is probably one of my favorite little sections. These are So Much Crafting inserts. They track my online shopping and mainly just my Etsy and my Amazon shopping, I guess I should say, and my Erin Condren planner, which I bought a couple months ago, and I guess last month actually. And you know, I like to see just how much money I'm spending on Etsy, but this big section right here is because I won a massive credit, and you know, I'm just making sure I get all my credits that I won, and you know, making sure I got everything in. Then Amazon, I just bought a new memory card, and that came in. So I just put an extra sheet. The rest are just stored away, and then when I need them, I'll take them out. But this is the same bag from the Planner Society, just laminated it. And this is when I was playing with some purple paper and white pen, just kind of figuring out, you know, if I wanted to keep it like this, but I don't think I will. I love the way it looks before I like start checking things off, so I'm not sure just yet. Okay, so here is what I think I'm going to start using. I have a store list, and then I have like, you know, little things that I want to get in there, kind of like a running shopping list. So next time I go to Costco's, I need to remember I need to get sugar or coffee and juice, or, you know, next time I'm shopping at Michael's, you know, maybe I need to look and see if there's these items on sale, or if I can, you know, use a coupon on it. And that's what I tend to do. This is a running shopping list for my family and, you know, just things that the house needs or I need or my sons need or my husband needs, and I like that. And I just made these inserts. They are just, you know, rectangle boxes, and I just wrote shopping list, and they're just basic. So this is my Etsy shops. These are Etsy shops that I want to try. Not all these shops are actually technically on Etsy. Some of them have their own website, like Chrissy Ann Designs, and these are shops that I want to try. And these are stickers that I'm looking for. I'm always looking for hockey stickers. So if you see any, please, you know, tag a shop or tag me in a shop. If you see them on Instagram, tag me, because I'm obsessed and I use the heck out of them. I just started, you know, this YouTube channel, so I'm looking for film edit and upload. Looking for zone cleaning stickers. So these are just things that I kind of keep like a running list of. When I'm doing my planning, I'm like, oh, I could have really used a hotel sticker next week, and I don't have any hotel stickers, so that's just been added to my list. These are subscription boxes that I'm looking at trying, thinking maybe I'll go down the list or something. I wish I could try them all at the same time, because these are amazing. I'm so jealous of everybody's that, you know, comes in. They're gorgeous. These are extra shopping list inserts. So this section right here is my projects section, and it's just a brain dump of things I want to do, things I, you know, see that I want to do. So right here is a project that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, and, you know, I did, so that was really exciting. A blog I might not do, it seems like a lot of work, and kudos for those who do. I absolutely look up to y'all for doing so. And these Kikki-k dashboards, I just did some, so, and then a shaker dash, which I just made, so I get to check a few of these off. And these are like household projects that I want to do. So this Oli clip is clipped off because there's a shop that I PR for, you know, that I'm a creative team for, and I keep these kind of clipped off to keep it private. These are my YouTube ones, and these are videos that I want to eventually film, or, you know, just ideas. Like, you know, if we're out and about, I kind of just brain dump onto here, and I think it's fun. And I just have some extras. This section is my to-do section. It's kind of just a mix of stuff. So you'll see, like, we have here my summer bucket list. The boys, well, my oldest son, who's 7, sat down with me, and this is what he wants to do. So we're gonna try to do some, you know, some of the things. We have a few of these activities coming up. We did go to Six Flags already, so that's off our list. And these are just gonna be more detailed, just sheet that I put on there. I just covered it with a page flag. It does say to do. It's from Kikki-k. And this right here is a page marker that I made using Simple Stories. I believe it's called Summer Vibes line. I picked it up at the Ink Road website, and it's just got little embellishments and stickers in the paper. You just laminate and punch, and it's perfect. And this is a marker for our beach vacation for when I'm making plans. I'm a little behind on our plans, which we plan on going in like the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so, and I really need to get on the roll. And right here is a to-do marker. I just made this out of vellum and laminated it and added some alpha stickers up there. And this is just an overwhelming to-do list, just things that I've wanted to do, like another brain dump. And some more. Okay, so these little papers are so gorgeous. They are actually from an online website, a blog, and I saw these on Carrie's YouTube channel, and I fell in love with them, and she had linked it, so we were able to print them off, and I love them. I just love, you know, the little touch of floral. It's just gorgeous. There's different ones that you can print off, and I did them all. And eventually I'll find something to put on it, like brain dump or something. So here is my family section. I just got these inserts, so they are plain, but I plan on putting, you know, my children's doctor's visits on here, just kind of keeping track a little bit better of, you know, when they do go to the doctors. We don't go to the doctors very often. Maybe if they're, you know, sick, or for well baby checkups. My son will be 2 in next month, so you know, I'll be able to put his visit down there. And I might just kind of backdate a few of these for starting this year, and that way I just have them in here. And then prescription, you know, as the winter fall season is coming, the boys get, you know, tend to get a little sick once school starts and all the germs are in the air. So I want to make sure that I keep track of what, you know, medicine they're taking and what time. And that's what's in there. And this is my address section. This is my last section in my planner. And these inserts are from So Much Crafting. I have a few in here. This is just a blank one that I tend to keep blank so that it hides any other personal information back there. And then this is just a blue sheet that I was using in when I was making playing with my white pen, and I was making like little bucket lists and things like that. So this is a dashboard from the Webster's Pages. It's just a clear like paper, like an acetate paper, and they put some gold foil on it, and I really like that. And right here is just a social media calendar that I started doing and I never filled it out, so I'll go back and I'll fill it out. But I wanted to kind of keep track of, you know, what I did. Like on Monday, I like to put my before pen in my Erin Condren, and I might start putting more pictures of my personal planner in there. It's just not very like pretty, I don't think, so I don't do too much of it on there. And like Wednesdays is midweek, and Sunday, you know, your full spread. So this right here is a pocket page that I made, and it's just a laminated, or I'm sorry, it's just a washi piece of paper, and I punched holes in it, and then I fused this into it, and then fused the edges, and then just left this open so that I can put some little tiny stickers in here. These are like from Target, Dollar Spot or something like that, and I want to put some stickers in there, I think, or, you know, anything can really go in there. Like I have $1 right here. I can just slide that in there if I wanted to, or, you know, take it out. And then this right here is a Heidi Swap Project Life type card, and all I did was laminate it and just put it at the end so that it helps my pages from bending. And you can see this is kind of like bent at the edge, and I don't mind this being bent, I just kind of don't want my pages being bent. So here I have my Papermate Ink Joy in an 05 in black, and I kind of just keep that there. And back here I just have these dots. I was using them to mark the Go Wild days, and that's why the yellow and the green are gone. But I keep them in there in case I need to color code anything. And that is it. This is the complete walkthrough of my planner. That was a lot longer than I expected it to, but I wanted to kind of get it really thorough because this is my very first planner setup and walkthrough using my Kikki-k, and I promise the other ones will be shorter and they'll be pretty much the same. I'll kind of show you any differences that do come up, but that is everything. And I really hope you enjoy this walkthrough, this planner setup. If you love it, please hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye guys!